So we begin with the breath. As we settle in for this time of visioning together, let us just breathe in the very breath of life and feel ourselves just becoming aware of all of the activities of our day, of the things we've done, to what degree we've been busy, or to what degree it's been a quiet, calm day. No matter what's gone on in the past, we invite ourselves into this eternal now, this moment right here, right now. We just let go of the day, literally breathing and letting it all go. If there are things that we're working on, or things that we're working to solve, or things that we're thinking about, or problems we're trying to figure out, we just set them aside for now. We just literally feel a part of us just kind of set them down and set them aside. We could pick them up later. But for now, in this beautiful sacred space, we are choosing to just get as present as possible and just be here now. And so we feel ourselves now falling into that deep, deep space of beingness, falling into that sweet space of stillness. Think with me about times that is just the natural state of beingness. I know for me that sitting in front of a roaring fire, I've noticed a stillness that comes forth in me where I can just sit and watch the dance of the fire, sometimes for hours at a time, and not really think much of anything. I know that when I've had a swimming pool or gone swimming, sometimes I've dove down deep under the water and just stayed down there as long as I can hold my breath and been attuned to just how still and quiet it is below the surface of the water. For those of you who've gone diving in the ocean or been able to swim like that, can sense that stillness. I know that there are times in nature, hiking up to the top of a mountain and looking out over a beautiful scene, absolute stillness. Sitting on a beach in a lawn chair, underneath a hut, looking at the water, watching the sun move across the sky, listening to a beautiful piece of music, a song. These are all times, I know for me, when my chattering brain becomes so still, and there's just a natural sense of presence, of just being present. That's the feeling that we're going for here. So allow your mind to conjure up images for you of times that it seems like it's very easy for you to just set aside all of the worries and concerns and busyness of life and just be still. And we conjure up those memories of that awareness because we remind ourselves how it feels to be that way. And in that reminding of ourselves of this feeling, we can choose to attain it, to claim it, to actually feel that stillness. And so we do that now. We continue to bring forth these images, and as we do, we feel our attachment to the world of effects falling away. We feel our attachment to our past falling away. We feel our attachment to who we think we are falling away, even to our physical body temple falling away, as we enter into the kingdom of the presence of our very being, the essence of who we are. We just become still. And I invite us into a few moments of pure silence. If you're playing music, that's fine. Just allow the music to go forth. But we're just going to pause here and just have about 2 minutes just being still together and just allowing ourselves to be present, continuing to court that presence. Breathe consciously. Just be still. Utilizing any techniques or abilities that we utilize when we meditate or when we are in spiritual practice to help ourselves continue to be quiet and centered. Let us do that now. And so in these moments of stillness, we just feel that center of our being so present. So much of our life, so much of our day is spent courting the presence of ourselves as a physical being operating in the world of effects, and yet here now, in these few minutes, we have endeavored to remember and reclaim that non-physical aspect of ourselves, that part of us that is our essence, that part of us that is eternal, that aspect of us is powerful and magnificent, is connected to the all that is. That aspect of us is fully expressed. Part of its intelligence, its knowingness, is of our magnificence. Is of who we really are. That is transcendent of anything we've ever done, anything we've ever accomplished. And this aspect of us, this transcendent essential nature, is available to us, through us, and as us. So in this moment, we open our awareness to it. We set aside any temptation for smallness. We set aside everything that's ever happened to us and our belief that what has happened to us or hasn't happened to us has any cause in this realm of beingness. Because it doesn't, unless we let it. And so in this realm, we choose not to let it anymore. We choose to instead turn our awareness, our focus, our attention to the deeper aspect of ourselves and to listen, to see more deeply, hear clearly the call of our soul, the call of our essence. And as we allow ourselves to be facilitated through these beautiful questions of visioning, we are so open that we invite our essence to communicate to us in any way that it desires, whether it be symbols or pictures or colors or a felt sense or words, whatever it is. We are so open. We are so willing to hear and sense and embrace that highest vision of ourselves that we are willing to be available for any method of communication, through the body, through the mind, through the heart. Breathing in, breathing out, and allowing ourselves to be facilitated through the visioning questions in this beautiful state of beingness. So we ask our most essential nature, what is life's highest idea of who we've come here to be? What is the vision of our life? We allow that vision to continue to flow through us. We see it, we sense it, or we feel it, whatever it is. Life's highest vision of who we've come here to be. And as we feel and sense into this vision and allow it to continue to express through us, we know that in order to be made manifest, we must create a container of consciousness for it. And that all of life is created by way of consciousness, by way of our consciousness. So as we feel and sense this vision, as we see it, as we hear it, as we understand it, as we experience it right here and right now, then what follows next is for us to ask our deepest, most essential self, what is the consciousness that I must embrace in order for this vision to have its way through me? Or what must I become in order for this vision to be fully expressed? And we just listen and wait and allow the answer to flow forth. What must I become? And along with that, not only my becoming is important as I allow this vision to be expressed, also what must I release? What must be let go in order for this vision to have its way through me? What must I release? And as we're fully present now to this vision that is seeking expression through us and the consciousness we must embrace, and the invitation to let go of that which no longer serves, we also then allow ourselves to experience and express this vision through qualities. We allow that innermost part of us express what are the most important qualities of being that must be born in us for us to fully live and express this vision. And as those qualities come forth, we make note of them. If we're writing along the way, we write them down. Let as many come forth as choose to be expressed. What are the most important qualities to be expressed through us to express our vision? Let those qualities just rise forth. And as we allow ourselves to feel those qualities coming forth, pouring forth, we also then ask ourselves that final question of visioning. It's an opportunity to check in and to sense for ourselves from an intuitive standpoint about our life. And so this final question can pertain to that which we're visioning about, as well as anything else in our life that our intuitive, deepest self has been seeking to express to us. And so our final question then becomes, is there anything else I need to know right now? Is there anything else that's seeking expression through me right now? Just getting quiet and allowing that intuitive voice to express. And we give thanks. We give thanks for anything that has shown itself to us this evening. We give thanks for whatever form it has arrived. We give thanks for any communication, for any of the answers that have emerged. And we anchor this entire experience now in our conscious awareness, literally feeling ourselves choosing to fully accept and embrace all that we have seen, experienced, and sensed during this vision session, and bringing it forth now with us into our conscious awareness as we prepare to return back to that space of conscious awareness and sharing our visions together and sharing them with ourselves as we continue to write notes and pay attention to what shows up in the process. And we are so grateful for any way that we have been able to see a deeper truth about ourselves. So breathing in that breath of life once again, we allow ourselves to return fully and completely back into our conscious awareness, feeling ourselves fully present in our body temple, sensing the surroundings that we are in, taking deep breaths, and coming back into this space, this now moment. I will give you a moment, you who would like to write down some notes or continue to write your vision, continue to write what you've seen and what you've experienced. So I'll just give everybody a minute.